All right, what's going on, everybody? Ryan from Money Make Marketing here, and I just wanted to make a quick video on how to warm up leads from cold outreach, so you actually have a legitimate sales opportunity, but actually a legitimate chance to close a deal from a complete stranger. Cold email, cold LinkedIn, cold DMs, even cold texting or cold calling. Okay, and I think this video is so valuable because of where we are right now in the AI revolution. With all the new AI tools coming out, with all the AI personalizations, with all the things that can scrape leads at scale, this strategy and this approach, it will be timeless and will always go through it. So pay attention. This is exactly what we're using for our current clients, and it's working like a charm. So once again, if you guys are coming back, welcome back. If you guys are brand new, make sure you like, subscribe. But we're Money Make Marketing, and I'm Ryan. I'm the founder of Money Make Marketing, and what we do here, we're literally focused on the stuff that actually makes you money. Literally the marketing actions that are going to be able to drive revenue and crack the revenue channel, crack that marketing channel, so actually that money can start marching across into your bank account. Obviously ethically, of course. That's what we're talking about today. And Money Make Marketing, we focus mostly with high ticket clients. We have medical device manufacturers. We also have industrial equipment manufacturers, but even high B2B enterprise level event management companies. So any kind of big B2B type high ticket deal, you can use this for, and it works like a charm. So without further ado, let's get into it, and let's get cooking. So I also have my iPad here. I'm going to be drawing on it so you guys can actually get a visual, because I'm a visual guy. It just helps me. So when I say cold outreach, what I mean by that, it's cold email, it's cold LinkedIn, and it's cold DMs. We don't really do much cold calling these days. It just is really hard to get, to Google via a cold call. So, hey, if you can, let me know. But we just don't do that. So this is just cold email, cold LinkedIn, cold DMs. And when I say cold, these are complete strangers that you have no idea exist, that you have no idea exist, but also they have no idea that you exist. So there's been absolutely zero. They've never even seen your content. They didn't even know, and vice versa, right? And so that is a very hard prospect to sell to. Right, and so we have to use this isn't like a marketing funnel where they saw an ad, they got interested, and then this, that, and the other. It's not like that. It's not an inbound lead. This is an outbound lead. Okay, so we have to actually take these leads and warm them up. But a lot of folks, they would, and this isn't 2005 either. A lot of folks go straight to, cold email, let's try and close a deal, and that is a huge mistake. That is not how it's working in 2025. A lot of people actually are doing cold email direct to book a call. And even that is not even worth anything in 2025. We actually won't even launch some of those campaigns directly unless it's a very unsaturated market. Then it's worth doing that. But even then, the straight to book a call, it doesn't even make sense. Think about it. How many times do you get an email hey, can I grab 15 minutes on your calendar? No, I don't know you. What the hell? Right? So it's literally time is money, and people just get bombarded left and right. So it's getting even harder to book calls directly from email now. So what do we need to do? What are we actually supposed to do to have a campaign that actually works? And remember, we're talking about the amount of revenue per hour of actions that we can actually, we talk about this a lot. Revenue per hour of action. Okay? So the revenue per hour action here, we need to close deals. We're not here to book a lot of calls. We're here to have calls that close, right? So what we actually need to do, instead of just trying to get on calls, we just need to warm up these leads, okay? And we need to do it in a way that makes them want to close, okay? So when I say warm up, when I say cold and warm, cold means they don't know you. They don't know you. And because of that, they don't like you, and they certainly don't trust you. I remember having this conversation with a client, and they sold a $15,000 package, and that $15,000, they expected a salesman to be able to sell that to a lead that literally just opted in on Monday. They expected that deal to close on Tuesday. How many times have you literally just heard of something and one day decided you're going to pay $15,000 for it? Literally never. That's just not how humans are, right? It's actually probably never. Usually when folks are like ready to write that check, even like millionaires, right? If it hits all the notes, then they'll do it. But I'm telling you, like that sales process is not the norm. So they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. So we need to get them to do all of those things. We need to get them to know us, to like us, to trust us. But we also need them to value us. Okay? And so how are we going to be able to do that? The only thing that has been working time and time again, because we need them to consume. They said on average you need someone to consume 7 hours of your content for them to convert. I don't know if that's true or not, but we need to condense that even further. I'm not going to put 7 hours of content in front of somebody. No way. So we need to condense that. And the way we're going to do that is with just pure value. Okay? So this value piece is literally everything. And so the way that we warm up these leads with value is with a personalized, seemingly personalized Loom video, okay? Or just like another like recorded screen recorder. But the personalized Loom video, and I know what you're thinking, Ryan, I don't want to record personalized Loom videos for every single one of our leads. I have a business to run. I hear you, okay? I get it. But my point to you is one good Loom video will open up 20 doors versus or will open up more doors than 20 emails that you send. Okay? So remember, this is about effort put in to deals closed. This is not about effort put in to booked calls. Okay? So you're still thinking about we need to just scale up as many as possible. No. So these personalized Loom videos go to your best leads, the ones that are the largest deals. Okay? When we're doing, for one of our clients on LinkedIn, we are literally swinging home runs. We're going after enterprise clients on LinkedIn and we're doing personalized Loom videos for them and them only. So you get to pick and choose who you send these personalized Loom videos to. Okay? So there's that, right? There's also how to operationalize around this. And I'm going to show you that, maybe not in this video, but we'll do another video on how to operationalize your sales team and your outbound team so you guys can have these Loom videos, these personalized Loom videos at scale. Because this is the name of the game. When AI is increasing, right? AI agents, AI outreach, all this lead scrapers, everything. People still need to make a ton of money, right? People still need to make money. And all this AI is just going to make a lot of noise. So as humans, naturally, we're going to be sifting through what the value is. And this approach always will be able to work because we're sifting through until there's an AI that can literally do this, then it won't work anymore. But we're not there yet. So personalized Loom video. And what we're doing in this, it's 5-10 minute video. And I know you're thinking, Ryan, that sucks. Hang with me. 5-10 minute video that outlines their website, who they are, then shows that we actually we say their first name, shows who they are, shows we know who they are, and then we actually go through who we are, and then we go through the actual pitch. Okay, and that pitch itself, we're tying their dream outcome to the problem that we actually solve, or our particular offer to them, right? And that's literally it. And in there, though, we're showing them a lot of things that are valuable. One of the things that a lot of folks really do is seeing in there a lead list. If you show somebody a prospect, their perfect prospect, and you're a marketing agency, you show them their perfect prospect, they like it. They start salivating over it, right? Because they're like, whoa, I want that person, right? But think about it. If you're a company watching this and you are not a marketing agency and you're looking at this, what would your prospect really salivate over seeing? So think through what your actual prospects would be salivating over seeing. And we're just going to put that in the video. And if it might take 5-10 minutes, it might take 25, it might take 30 minutes on the first video. The good news is once you've already did that work, you just repeat it for all these other videos. Okay? So we just need to know there's that one, it's like that one big domino. That's a domino. That we actually need to have in this thing. It's one big domino, just to quote Russell Brunson. And this thing is what makes the video. Prospect salivates. And we've done anything from like, hey, can we pitch you some ideas on this? Can we send you what we're thinking about this? And we make it easy for them to say yes, but also we're showing them that we did work and showing them that we're good, right? And that one big domino, whatever it is, that pitch, that thing, that is what opens the door for a call. Now, when we want to get to a closed deal, how good we actually make this domino will get us closer to there and makes us not have to do too many calls. So cold outreach, remember, it's a complete stranger. We're putting in work. Then they actually say, yeah, let's get on a phone call. Then you have a deal, close to a deal, right? But the more work you put in actually on this lead magnet, the closer you get to a deal, and it's expedited. It's like an amplification effect, right? So it's like partly because of the reason that they weren't looking for you and now they're interested, and that you got them interested, is like very attractive to them, okay? So that's just that piece. Now, you can try and send them a stock video. So let's say you can send them just like a stock video, and you might have good results. We closed 110K in monthly recurring revenue off of a stock VSL. Now, we had to do a shit ton of follow-ups, but it still happened. Like, we still did it, and we did 110K off of just cold email and cold LinkedIn. I think it was within 7 months. So it wasn't like good, it wasn't bad. Well, actually, it was great. It was a lot of profit off of that deal. But you know, we did it off a stock video, but that was also like 2 or 3 years ago. So, you know, when we're talking about that stock video, I think times have changed and the market has gotten a little bit more saturated with marketing across the board. So the stock video doesn't also have the same effect that the personalized does. And the same effect that I'm looking for is this does not have the guilt that personalized does. So the guilt piece is what gets people to watch the first like 20 seconds of the personalized Loom video. If I reached out to you and said, hey, you know, XYZ, whatever your name is, I have a quick video, can I send it to you? You would say yes, okay? Or if you say yes, and then I actually send you the video, you asked for it, right? So you're just not gonna watch it now, and you see me actually there in the bubble, like in the side of the screen, and you see you. You're not gonna watch that after you even said yes, I want to watch it. So this personalization guilt gets them to actually watch, like gets them to click and watch. Now, where people make the most amount of mistakes is they try to automate this. I know a guy that he's here on YouTube. He's like, I send 5,000 Loom videos per day and I closed like 10 deals. That's horrible. That is so bad. I actually sent out, I don't even know how many Loom videos. Whenever I send a Loom video out and we cold pitch a new client, I think we maybe send out 3 and we close 1, and the other 2 will probably close like in 2 or 3 months, just because of like our strategy and how strong it is. This domino for us is very strong. And so that piece is super important, but they try and automate this because they want more booked calls, but they're not actually looking at more money per action. That's what we want. I want to send out 1 email, 1 Loom video, and close 1 deal. That's what I want. I don't want to have to send out 100 emails, do 100 Loom videos, and close 1 deal. No. So we want to make this as optimized as a system as possible, right? And so that's the cool part about this cold outreach system, right? When it's personalized, when it makes sense like this, guys, this is like an actual way to get around like AI and standing out with this cold outreach stuff. It really is. Tai Lopez, he's been saying, he's a marketing guru for those that don't know. He's been saying that the economy is shifting into AI and personal brands. If you don't have AI or you don't have a personal brand, you are toast. Now, all these B2B companies out there like do not have either, right? They like maybe enterprise brands for sure, but like realistically, like they don't have big content marketing departments. They don't have big social media accounts, right? So this is like a way to stay relevant and make sure your cold outreach is actually working. The most beautiful thing about this is like this cost per acquisition, your CPA on this is so low. So low. And your B2B deals, if it's a B2B deal like one of our clients, like it's almost like over 100K plus. Simple, right? And so if you're actually running this same strategy, let me scroll. Do I have to go to the next page? There we go. I gotta put two fingers down. If you're just like running meta ads, like let's say you're running meta ads, like you have ad spend. So then you have a CPA, and then you still have to warm up these leads. You could do a funnel, but you're still having to do this part with just, content. So like you can do it at scale 100%, but when we're talking about like these bigger sniper rifle deals, like this works really, really well. So and just like to maximize it, like a sweet treat, a little icing on the cake, is like do this for massive deals. So I was just at a mastermind in down in Miami. One of my mentors, he's got like a one of those big Miami penthouses and does all that shiny stuff. And I'm not like that at all, but he's got some really good hitters like in that group. And one of these guys, he sells to insurance companies. And there's massive insurance companies out there. And I was like talking to him like, hey, why don't you like go after the big boys? He's like, I don't know how. Because he gets all of his clients through meta ads. And I was like, well, why don't you just like reach out to them? And he's like, I didn't know you could do that. And that's the other thing is like, if you learn this, cold outreach like literally unlocks the entire world. We booked meetings with most of the Fortune 500 for our clients just because we know how to do cold email and cold LinkedIn. That's it. We reach out to these folks, and you can get through email filters with these enterprise clients. Well, some of them you really can't, like big energy, like super majors, like the gas companies, really hard to get through their email filters, but you can get them on LinkedIn. So, but to boil it down, like to maximize this, do this for massive deals. Like go and take your home run swings on LinkedIn. And then on cold email, still, take like, big shots. You want these deals to be big. But still have volume with cold email. And that's a good way to do it. So I hope that helps. And I hope that kind of sheds more light. If you guys have any questions about what that big domino would be for your personalized video, let me know. And we can actually help you come up with something, or just comment below and we can give you some ideas, in the comment section. So if you guys like this, you got some value from it, like, subscribe. We're looking forward to sending more videos out. Once again, Ryan from Money Make Marketing. Talk soon.